The rain continues to fall on the final night of competition in Tokyo, Japan at the 2025 World Athletics Championships. But Melissa Jefferson wouldn't going to stay focused on the job at hand as the lead-off leg for Team USA in the women's 4x100m relay. She will hand off to TT Terry. Kayla White back in position on the third leg in the 2023 World Champion at 100 meters. Sha'Carri Richardson on the anchor. Just like practice, all four of this U.S. quartet trained together in Orlando, Florida, under coach Dennis Mitchell, and their lead-off Melissa Jefferson Wooden is trying to emulate Noah Lyles at the last Worlds and Gabby Thomas at the last Olympics and take home 3 goals from the same meet. Saw Spain squad Clara Bestway, Sevilla and Perez, and then history here for Team Jamaica. The last time we will see Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. You better believe that Jamaica is going to be a contender for gold. They have made the last 10 World Championship podiums dating back to 2005. Janelle Smith will anchor them home. Clayton sisters in the middle, and then back to the U.S. as they stand in the rain. A reminder that the U.S. won in the rain in Paris last summer, and they're going to try to do it again here with Great Britain and Northern Ireland in 4:10 time Olympic medalists. That's the second most behind the U.S. But they have never won world or Olympic gold. Desiree Henry on third. Daryl Nito will anchor them home. Remember that Great Britain had 2 finalists in the 200. Amy Hunt took silver in that race. Poland in lane 3. They were 5th at the last World Championships. That was their best ever finish at Worlds. The Olympics didn't go so well for them. They didn't get out of the heats, in Team Canada among the favorites on the men's side. They got their women into the final here, and this is their first time in the final at Worlds since 2015. So last summer at the Paris Games, the podium was the United States, Germany, and Great Britain. But that's because Jamaica did not have a good run around the track, with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce leading off for Jamaica in 6. I think Jamaica has a good shot, but we know what it always comes down to. Who can pass the baton better? Speed is one thing, but that's the equalizer. And as you see out in the outside lanes, a little bit closer to where the stands are a little bit drier out there as the rain continues to pour down on National Stadium. Women's 4x100m relay final champion Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, her own against the world champion. So Kayla White has to Jamaica, setting the stage for gets the baton into the lead. Holds off Jamaica for the win. Could not handle Sha'Carri Richardson on that anchor leg. And with that win for Team USA 15 world titles at these championships, that is the most ever at a single Worlds, with this being the 20th edition. So, the greatest 100-meter sprinter of all time, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, will get a silver to add to her 18 World Championship medals over the course of her career. But what a leg by Melissa Jefferson Wooden. And she matches Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce as a 100, 204 by 100-meter relay gold medalist in the same event like Noah Lyles and Gabby Thomas. Melissa Jefferson Wooden will leave these Worlds with 3 gold medals. That is not easy to do. And Sha'Carri Richardson will get a gold and a world title for her efforts here in Tokyo. Melissa Jefferson Wooden ran a good leg, but it says a lot about how well Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce ran that she was not able to make up the stagger. That's Tina Clayton on the second leg. Tia for Jamaica, and then United States, with Kayla White and Tina Clayton on third. Look at how much they had to be adjusting the baton. But once Sha'Carri Richardson got that baton, she received it early in the zone, but went right past Janelle Smith. It took a little longer than Jamaica would have liked for that baton to get past. And even though she's not in world championship form like she was 2 years ago, it is tough to run past Sha'Carri Richardson on the anchor. That is the third year in a row that Shaw has anchored the United States home to an emphatic win. Applause. So, back-to-back wins in the rain for Team USA in the women's 4x100m relay, winning in Paris last summer at the Olympic Games, and here the women's 4x100m relay Tokyo Championships 2025. So in the finals we have Canada, we have Poland, Great Britain, United States. Obviously Jamaica as well. We have Spain, Germany, and France. Those are all the countries who made it to the finals in the 4x100m relay. And I'm not going to lie, the Jamaican females did great. They definitely did great. The United States held off Jamaica by just 0.044 seconds to win the 4x1 in the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. Anchored by Sha'Carri Richardson the Royal, an Olympic champion USA made up of Melissa Jefferson Terry and Kayla White stumped to a victory in 41.75. Despite a rain-slick conditions, while Jamaica led by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in the final race of her career finished second. Germany took brunt with 41.8787, 8,787, as Fraser-Pryce walked off into the sunset. The 38 years old had last-minute company from Melissa Jefferson, the U.S. leadoff, who became only the second woman in history to sweep the 100 and 4x100m at single championships. Fraser-Pryce accomplish the rare feat in 2013. So, they're stating that Melissa Jefferson is the only U.S. female athlete to literally got the 100m, winning the 100m, the 200m, and the 4x100m. So, that's definitely a great accomplishment for her. She came out. She did what she had to do, and she dominated on the track. So, I'm definitely happy and excited for her and to see what's to come. You know, she's like the one of the fastest female sprinters out there right now, based on how she has been running since the 2005 season had started. So, it's definitely a good look. You know, definitely enjoyed the Tokyo World Championship. So the USA, the American team, was anchored, as I said. They're anchored by Sha'Carri Richardson, the United States, to the win they had Tanisha Terry, Kayla White, and Melissa Jefferson Wooden. Yeah man, great team. With this win, Melissa Jefferson would then completed a historical triple by winning gold in the 100, 200, and 4x100m at a single championship event. The Jamaican team, including Fraser-Pryce, Takina, and Janelle Smith, a season best time, but was slowed by a batting handover between Clay and twins. This may have caused them a chance at the goal, even though they kind of have had a little battle exchange. You know, The Clayton and things are definitely great coming up in the track and field. And I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with sooner than y'all think. So, yeah, just definitely stay tuned for that. Yeah, man. Great. Great. 4x100m. Really? If y'all enjoy this video, drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. So, Jamaica for United States 41.75. For first Jamaica 41.79. For second Germany 41.87. For third fourth Great Britain 42.07. Fifth Spain 42.47. 6 France 42.81. And 7 Canada 42.82. 82, so that's all the time